Auto Farm, located in Oxfordshire, they're a specialist dealing in the finest Porsches from 992s to the old air-cooled models. And once a year, they have an event called Megaphonics. I'm going to give you a quick walk around and see what there is. Just going into the event now, I'm going to take you around and show you a bit of a highlight of some of the cars they got on display. So straight off the bat, we've got this new Singer Sup Sport here with the white wheels. Look at that, white Fuchs wheels. Finished in this sort of orangey yellow, and coming around the front you've got the mechanical pop-up fog lights. This was easily getting the most attention of the day. It was sort of there as soon as you walk in off the car park. I've never seen one of these in real life. Obviously it's all carbon fibre, it's got that 4-litre naturally aspirated, making about 400 horsepower, but these will go for easily north of £1 million. But yeah, something very special to see straight away. Going from £1 million Porsche to another. Now this is a very well-known Carrera GT, which actually you would have already seen on the channel before because I have photographed this at an event. But this very car has done, in fact, over 100,000 kilometers, which is about 60,000 miles, where usually these are just garaged up and being sat on for investment purposes. And you can see coming through, you've got the beechwood gear stick and the tartan interior and that 5.7 litre F1 derived V10 at the back. On the Michelin stand we also have this, the Rengineering 981 Cayman. Now this is a very interesting car, of course, with these gold wheels that you've got here, and actually a GT4 RS intake that you can see just up there on the right, with a beechwood gear stick similar to that Carrera GT, and sort of custom decals down the side, and those green brake calipers with sort of a 911R looking front end. This is very interesting and has been on the Boxengasse 9ers channel, so do check that out. I'll put a link below on that. This is obviously all the motorsport stuff. So these look like Le Mans cars. I mean, I don't know enough about motorsport cars, so let's just choose a few of the favourites. Now, I'm afraid I don't know enough about motorsport cars to give enough insights on this, but this is a Le Mans car in that iconic Rothmans livery that Porsche is still imitating now with the rough roads on the 992 Dakar. And coming over here, you can see a slightly smaller car, single-seater, in white with the red decals down the side, and those doors that go up, which just look crazy. And coming in, you can see the side of those sills with that single seat. Imagine driving this on track for hours and hours. Now this is something slightly more up my street, a 964 Turbo S in white with a full red interior. Now just coming around, you can see inside this car there is not a single panel that isn't red, and you've got that custom Turbo S in white on the back just there, and also these perfectly moulded air intakes that you barely notice just on the side there above those deep dish Speedline wheels. Look at that 993 RS Club Sport. So in the back, all roll cage, 2 bucket seats. This thing must be crazy to drive. This is something that caught my eye a mile off, this 992 GT3 RS in this red and white Marlboro livery. Now this is just something that you don't see these days with it being a cigarette brand, but it is actually my favourite colour combination, especially red on white wheels. You've got those carbon ceramic brakes as well, that custom Marlboro up the side there. And you can actually just about see through the reflection on the window the tartan bucket seats just inside there. This must be an absolute track weapon with this huge wing. I mean, look at that. Now, I'm a big fan of these. This is where it all began for the Boxster, in my opinion, a mid-engined Porsche. Look at that, an air-cooled flat 4 in there, 2 seats in the middle with this houndstooth interior. Convertible as well, you can take that roof off. This obviously has that sort of patinaed look, which I'm sure is intentional, but this is the Boxster before the Boxster was the thing. Now this was pretty eye-catching, a 964 Speedster with a hardtop that looks to be custom because it is so low. I don't see how anyone of normal height is able to fit in that just because of how low that roofline is, but it does look amazing from the side, and especially in black on black on black and a black interior as well. I think this is a really nice spec. It's actually not something that I've ever seen before. And with cars coming and going all the time, just casually you have a 992 ST and 992 Turbo S just cruising through the car park. And coming over to the Charles and Dean tent here, you can see they have this 918 Spyder, which is amazing to see up close in the silver, and you can see that it is sort of a evolution of that Carrera GT that we saw earlier, but in this case it's a V8 and a hybrid. Here you can see they've got that e-power just there with those two top mounted exhausts, and round the back this huge wing. And from something new to something old, this 356. I've never really been a fan of the 356, but seeing something like this modified, it's really changing my opinion, and I'd love to have a go on one of these. We have this 997 in the modified section on these, I believe, BBS LMRs with a GT3 front end and 992 looking headlights. I have seen this car in person and on Instagram, and I absolutely love it. My favourite generation of 911. Coming around here, you can also see it's got the Recaros inside with custom suede interior and a carbon ducktail spoiler.